You ever have a goal and you keep forgetting about it? You know, oh yeah, I forgot I was going to do that goal. To tell you how to lock that sucker in your brain. Yes, that's right. I will tell you how to lock that sucker in your brain. Fred Moore here, time management expert and bald guy. Before we go any further, I'm going to stay right here. You stay right there. Stop the car. Do me a favor. You're watching this video. You've been watching it. Hit the like button right now. Share it. Comment on it. Whatever you got to do. Just show me that you're watching this. Indicate to me somehow that you're getting some sort of value out of these videos. I've been doing them every day, Monday through Friday. I take the weekends off. So I want to know that this is helping you in some way. And I know that if you comment, if you share it, or if you hit the like button. That's all you got to do. That's all I'm asking. It's not much. It's just a little bit. Just a little, show me some love. That's what I'm saying. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. Today, yes, how to lock a goal into your brain. And it happens all the time. It happens to me. Obviously, that's why I'm telling you how to fix this problem, right? You have a goal, you set the goal, you set a deadline, you do all the steps I talked about in creating a game plan for your goal, your dreams, or whatever it is. And it just doesn't get done. And the reason it doesn't get done is because it's not locked into your brain. This is not something that's like concrete in your brain. Like, I got to do this. This is a goal I have. Life goes on, right? Things happen. Work, family, all that good stuff. So how can you lock something in your brain? And this works not just for a goal that you have, but just about anything that you want to remember. Something you want to lock into your brain. It's a simple thing you can do, and it's going to sound silly, but I'm going to explain why it works. Write it down. Write it down. Have you ever tried to remember something? You're like, oh, let me write this down so I don't forget it. I'm going to write it down on a piece of paper. That way, if I go, ooh, what was that thing I needed to remember? I will look at the piece of paper, right? You do that. You write it down. And what happens? You never have to look at that piece of paper, do you? Rarely you do, but most of the time you don't have to look at that piece of paper. Why does this happen? I'm going to tell you why in just a second. But it's important that when you take your goal, right, make sure it's a goal statement that you have. That's a positive statement. It's not a negative, like I don't want to smoke anymore. Because your subconscious mind doesn't process a negative. That don't want to, I will stop, doesn't process that. All it gets is the main chunk of it. So if you write down, I will stop smoking, I don't want to smoke anymore, your brain goes, smoke more. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah. Your subconscious brain, right? Doesn't process the negative. Google it. There's research done on it. Trust me on this. So when you write your goal statement, make sure it's in the positive. I will, I have, accomplishes, I have a smoking hot body as a result of losing weight. You know, write it down using a pen and paper. You can use a pencil. Go crazy. What I'm talking about though is don't just use your thumbs and put it in on your phone. Don't type it into your computer. You can type up the goal statement, print it out, stick it on your wall, right? That's fine. Make it look pretty, put it in Photoshop, Canva, whatever. Just, that's fine. But when you initially do this goal, pen and paper, pencil and paper. I don't know if using the stylus on a pad, I think it'll do the same thing because that should probably work. There hasn't been research on that yet. Maybe there is. I don't know. I just haven't looked it up. But I'm talking about the physical activity of writing down your goal. Why is this important? An interesting thing happens when you're writing something. It triggers the reticular activating system. I got a dictionary for my birthday. Again, I've done research on this. It triggers the reticular activating system in your brain. And what that does is it makes this thing that you're writing down, it makes it concrete. It makes it real. It's as close as you can get to physically having this thing in front of you, right? To remember something, if you pick up an object and hold it and maybe drink the tea, the soda, or whatever it is that you have, and the beer, I don't know, woo, whatever it is, when you do that physical action, when you drink something, right, there's a lot of senses that are activated, right? Your sense of taste, touch, smell, all that. It's a real object. When you're thinking about something, it only occurs in here. It's in your brain. It's not a real thing that's there. So by writing about this real thing, your hand is writing the words of the goal that you're going to make happen, right? Your brain is activated, right? It's the reticular activating system actually is triggered, and you're writing it down. It makes it real to your subconscious brain. It's like, oh, okay, this is actually something that is important because we're writing it down, and it keeps it in the front of your cerebral cortex is then, I don't know if it is or not, but it's just the synapses are popping because it's like, okay, this is important. They wrote it down. Let's remember this thing. Just by physically writing it down, it's going to lock that goal into your brain. And then guess what's going to happen? You're going to have a better chance of actually achieving this goal. What a concept. If you do that, you'll be doing what 95% of people in the world don't do, and that's achieve their goals. Yeah, most people, they set a goal and they forget about it, and okay, well, I forgot about this goal. Not you. You are going to be different. You're going to create this statement. You're going to write it down. It's going to be real. It's going to be concrete, and you're actually going to get this thing done, and you are going to have the time of your life. Time. Speaking of time, if you want more of your time back, 5hoursback.com. Go there right now. Just wait, not yet. Let me tell you what's there. I mean, you can go. You know what's there, right? It's a video, and there's a PDF that's going to teach you nine simple things you can do to get at least 5 hours back in your week. Check it out. Go get some of your time, have fun, and do so much more.